Hi guys, this is Elena from Rosewood Market. Today we're going to show you a really easy way to space dye roving at home. In front of me I've got some dye bottles. I'm running a dye bath for after we're done with the microwave. We are going to be space dyeing in the microwave today. And so you just need a little tub that will fit in your microwave. And I've got 4 ounces approximately of Falkland roving right there. So here's my little tub. We're going to loop up this roving. Ooh, watch me struggle. You're going to see the whole kitchen as I'm struggling here. Okay, so we're just looping that into the tub. You want to, I have a little bit too much roving here, but you're going to want to loop the roving around the outside of the tub there. Press it down just a little bit. We're going to bring it over to the dye bottles. Now in those bottles, I've got 50% water, 50% white vinegar. So half and half. So that's 50%, again, 50% water, 50% vinegar. And we're going to put in 1/8 of a teaspoon of whatever dye color you wish. I think I've got bright violet in my hand there. So there we go, 1/8 of a teaspoon into the dye bottle. And this dye is made by G&K Crafts, I believe. And I usually order this stuff on Dormill. If you go on to Google and you Google Dormill, it's D-O-R-R Mill. They've got a lot of fiber art supplies. They're great. Oh boy. Yep, there we go. Just showing you the color there. And put the lid on. I got these squeezy bottles off of, or squeeze bottles off of Amazon. They're just condiment bottles. You don't have to have those. You could just use a cup, you know, like a Dixie cup or something, or a Solo cup. Okay, the next color we're going to do is key lime. And that again is another 1/8 of a teaspoon into the dye bottle there. Okay, screw the lid on that one. Now I'd recommend wearing gloves for this next part, because as you'll see, I did not get that green lid on all the way. I'm going to shake it and it's going to leak all over the place. Yes, my hands are now green. I think we questioned doing a third dye here, but the other 2 colors I had were basically purple and green as well. So we're just going to do 2 today. So moving everything out of the way. And put that little cap on. I'm going to shake up that purple. And shake up the green, which is about to leak. Yep, there we go. Yep, yeah, make sure you get the lids on all the way before you shake them. Number 1. Okay. We're going to bring our roving over. Here in a sec, I'm rinsing my hands off so I don't end up green. I did anyway. Ignore the messy floor. Okay, so you take your green, you bring your roving over. Now this is dry roving. Some people do like to soak theirs in vinegar first. I just do mine dry. Get everything out of the way again. So we're going to take the green. Okay, we're going to squirt it on one side of that roving. This is why I like the squirt bottles, because they're a little bit more exacting, but Again, a cup would work just fine. You don't have to go out and buy squeezy bottles. I just recommend a disposable cup or maybe glass, something that's not going to get dyed on its own. Sorry, my allergies are going nuts. If you hear me sniffling a lot. Okay, then we're going to tip the tub so that the green dye runs down to one end and squish the roving into it so that you really saturate it. Oh boy, missing half the, anyway. So there we go, and then we're going to squeeze the rest of the bottle in there. There we go. That's a little bit better. And we're going to squeeze the rest of the bottle in there. Yep, and then I'm going to drop it. Okay, now we move on to the purple. Now, this is where I recommend wearing gloves, because if you do not, you will be purple. Because you do have to squish that, push that roving down into the dye there. So don't be like me, people, wear gloves. Goodness gracious, I am missing all the action. There we go. Squeeze that in there. That's what I get for not paying attention to what I'm doing, isn't it? There we go. Taking a while to empty that purple bottle there, but you squeeze all that in. And you can see, kind of got some in the green, but that's okay. It's just going to bleed a little bit together, just like watercolor. And then we squish down. Squish that all into the dye. Make sure you get it saturated. And I'm going to rinse my hand off again real quick so that I don't end up purple and green. My hands here. And then we're going to stick this in the microwave for 5 minutes. That's really all it needs. It's going to superheat it, and that dye is just going to soak straight into the roving. So let's get it in here for 5 minutes. I'm moving more stuff out of the way. I spend a lot of time moving things, don't I? Okay, so you let that sit in the microwave for 5 minutes. Okay, here we are back after the 5 minutes is over. We've got 3 seconds left, 2 and 1, and boop. All right, so that roving is going to be very hot, very steamy. Watch your hands. Tub might be a little bit warm too. So I've got a cold water bath there. I'm going to add some vinegar to it. For funsies. No, it helps set the dye a little bit more. So just a couple glugs of vinegar in there. And then I'm just going to tip away from me. I'm going to tip that roving into the sink in a second. Again, very hot. You can let it cool in that tub if you want to. It does make the colors a little bit more vivid if you want to let it cool in the tub. But we're going for easy peasy quick here, so we're just going to tip that straight into the dye bath. Let it sit in that cold water for a little bit, because that water coming out of that roving is going to be steaming hot. I'm going to swirl it around, but you see how in 5 minutes in the microwave, all that color is really absorbed into that roving. We're going to rinse this roving until we get clear water. Again, be careful with your hands. Some of that water coming out of that roving is really hot. Okay, look at how good that purple is. It's bright violet. And there's our green. Okay, we're going to drain the sink there. I'm going to run some more cold water over it until the water runs clear. Once you're done rinsing this, of course, you'll just hang it out to dry, but this is so easy to do at home. I mean, it saves you so much money buying space-dyed roving on Etsy or whatnot, just simply because you can do this so quickly at home. Just order a couple of colors, and all you need is a tub, some vinegar, and a microwave. And then you can pick your own colors and create your own creations. Anyway, still rinsing. Probably could have cut out some of this rinsing, but here we go. There we go. I'll show you all these colors. This beautiful purple, some green. There's some spots where they bled together to create like a little brown, but this will be so much fun once it's made into yarn. Again, this is Falkland roving, about 4 ounces. I usually do about 4 ounces at a time because that's it's just a good amount to spin. And if you've got a bigger microwave and a bigger tub, you can do even more than that. But again, so easy. Just go out and hang it up and let it dry for a day or so. And then you can spin that or felt that. You guys have a lovely day. Be safe.